Good morning, Ape Nation. Here's a subject that keeps coming up, and I keep trying to, explain it back. And it's hard when you got 120 word or 120 characters that you can use on the Twitter side when people respond to it. I'm going to explain. This is my opinion of what I've seen. Can I prove it? No, I can just say through actions and what other people have done, what other people are speaking out about, and what other people are saying. I'll just make that disclaimer. Just trying to look through and wade through things. Having a sales mind, I think of what's the narrative or what's the twist behind it? What's the underlying thing that someone could be going for? Just based off of stuff, and you try to put that puzzle together, and most people won't see that. But I'm going to try not to name any names, but we had a current situation that's been going on in the community for a little while now, and a lot of people have been talking about it. In fact, just about everyone's been talking about it. And what I was explaining was part of that was a narrative of attacking the CEO, Adam Aaron from AMC, right? And some folks, say that wasn't the case. For what I see or what I saw is, one, you're going to present an idea. We all have ideas. A lot of people have been privately DMing Adam direct. We've been putting it out there left and right. And Adam's even gone on record and saying that he's brought this idea to the table because he learned it from us, such as having the sports games, trying to get the NFL in. Now we got the NFT that they were just released with Spider-Man. A lot of us have talked about getting them in NFTs, accepting crypto coin. It looks like they're getting into Shiba Inu, Doge, Bitcoin, right? So he's been doing these things along the way. He's really involved. He reads the tweets. He's sucked into Ape Nation, whether you want to believe it or not. I feel like he's sucked into Ape Nation with us. He's there. He just got to be real beyond super careful what he says he does, okay? So nothing against ideas, right? We got to have ideas. I'm an idealist, for Christ's sakes, right? Ideas is what it's about. But is there an underlying thing behind that idea? Is there something else behind that? So we've all been discussing, and this battle's been going on with this whole NFT dividend idea. That idea's been around. None of us had a problem with it. I don't know a single ape that actually has a problem with creating an NFT for a dividend. That's not what anybody is fighting, by the way. Everybody I know, and I talked to a lot of them, no one actually has an issue with the idea, because even I was tweeting about it 3 months ago. People have tweeted the idea, have thrown that idea forever and a day. But those of us that listen, those of us that know and have listened to CEO Adam, we can't issue a dividend. He has said it a million times. He finally went on record again, apparently just recently, either yesterday or today, to state that there's no way they could do anything at least until the latter part of 2022 with the debt and the things that are in. So it's not that it's not something they wouldn't want to do. It's just reality is it's something that they can't do. I mean, imagine just trying to go down that route right now. He put out the 3D chess. He is trying to play every proper angle he can within reason. You're talking about a man that's been in this industry, that's been a CEO, and understands when you're working in that realm what you can and cannot do within reason, okay? It's a constant battle. Even we've seen that with Elon Musk and the things he did and the lines he stepped over in that industry and took a fine for it, but look what it helped create, right? So they can only do so many things. I mean, that's their world, right? You can get bad mouth in there. You can get blackballed just like you can get in movies. You ever wonder what happens to some of your favorite actors when they disappear and all of a sudden they only end up on B-rate movies? There's a such thing as called blackballing, okay? So he's got to think about that, right? He's got to think about what he's doing. So what I'm trying to lead to is building hope and expectations. So this idea was presented continuously, multiple space calls, pushed into the community. There were statements that were made that stood out to me early on, that a person was going to find out why, with an attitude, this is what I heard, found out why they wouldn't be willing to do it. That's what I want to know, right? Which basically means they knew, in my eyes, they knew that it was never going to happen. So why do we think that a person that can come in, that is not a part of our community, can make it happen? How is he going to make it happen? Well, for us that could see through it, we knew there's no way to make it happen. And if you have an idea, you present it, then go present it and see what happens. Don't think that you can force it, right? But from that camp or from that part, I started to see tweets go out, and I started to see people get frustrated, playing off of people's needs and desires to see the MOAS squeeze happen today, right then and there. They want it, right? They need that money. Such as making tweets about, people not having money for Christmas, people not having, money, everybody's going broke. There was a statement made that said it's highly concerning that so many people are absolutely desperate or absolutely relying on, and I may not saying it word for word, but this is what I heard, absolutely relying on the squeeze because some people potentially over leverage themselves. So that's true. It's been 11 months. You're tired of waiting, right? 10 months, 7 months, however long you've been in it. It's been a long time. You wanted this yesterday. You want to be rich, right? So seeing through that, you can feed off of that. And those people out there, they exist. You guys exist. You want it. You need it. Maybe some of you way over leverage yourself and you don't know what to do with yourself, or you're trying to stay committed and you don't want to sell. And then there's those of you that are stuck. There's so many people that are probably stuck between 35 and 72, right? And you are just like some of us were back in March, or April people, or even the other run-up, you were the run-up of June. But anyway, so you build up. Look at this. I just want you to understand this. You build up that. So it was built up. And then somehow it leaked to the point where it ends up on national TV with Charlie of all people. The number one, think about this, the number one hater, I mean, absolute hater of our movement. Literally, you make a movie about this, he's the number one antagonist, right? Talks about it. Talks about presenting this idea to Adam. Now, what position now do you think that puts Adam in? Think about that. Now, you got all you folks that are desperate to create a squeeze. You've got this hope built up. I'm sorry, but that's the way I see it. It built up a lot of hope that, maybe, just maybe, this pressure, and if we can get the community to pressure Adam, because the tweets went out. I'm telling you, look all over. There's not enough, but enough went out. Or there was a lot that went out, but not enough to affect everyone. But there was, and it started the downward play. That's why I said the next narrative to push Adam into accepting the idea and making it happen. Because if he can make it happen and create the NFT, what are the shorts going to do? Like, that's how it's presented, right? Now they're screwed because look at what Overstock did. Go read some articles on that. I'll tell you, dig a little deeper, right? But people don't dig deeper. They just get the surface. And that's the problem. That's where I get the 10% and the 90%. There's plenty of folks you're not seeing through it. So some of us have saw through it. So now you get this idea. You were excited by it, knowing a lot of us knew it ain't going to happen. There's no point in pushing and stressing out and trying to corner someone. Well, when it went on national TV, we got Charlie talking about it. They're trying to talk about it on national TV. For what reason? Think about that. Why? What is it going to do? We know it ain't happening right now. So what's the point of putting it on national TV and doing that? Now, people spun it. Oh, it's good to have a short be on TV talking about us. Anything good to get us on MSM. To a point. It can be very negative. I wish, and there's people that message me, and that's another reason I fight so hard, because people are telling me how they feel. And that's where a lot of this comes from. It's not just me, guys. People are DMing me and saying, hey, man, this is what I feel. This is what I saw. Voices, the ape underground resistance that doesn't want to speak out. I have become a voice for a lot of these folks. If I could show you my DMs, but I won't do that to individuals unless I black everything out, and I told them I'm going to do it. So that's where it comes from. So you see, I'm just painting this picture. It's my opinion. Now you're forcing the CEO in the corner. All these folks feel like he owes it to us. We saved his company. These tweets went out, and it was sped by people in the camp that we saved his company. He owes it to us. Why wouldn't he want to do this for us? He doesn't care in stopping the shorts. He doesn't really care to help the apes. He's not truly the silverback. See what you start pointing. Now, if you get everybody staying that and putting that pressure on him, then when he has to basically continue to say no, which he finally came out with a tweet and did that, now think about the resentment. Think about the irritated folks that are like, well, he doesn't want to help. Why are we supporting him? So now you pull the support away from Adam Aaron, and then what do we have left? Think about that. So you get all that support pulled away, you get all these people frustrated at him, and then finally they're like, screw this, I'm going to take what I can, I'm going to take a loss, I'm out, we don't have a good CEO. All these things get created. I think ahead. See, creative selling is the art of anticipating and overcoming objections before they arise. So I'm always thinking ahead, and I'm always thinking about the sales pitch and what's the gimmick behind it. What are they trying to accomplish? That's where my brain goes. And a lot of people knew this because they're in talking with me. It's not like I'm pulling this out of freaking thin air. Okay? But that's the feeling. that I get. I'm saying opinion because obviously on paper, can't sit there and prove that that's the true intentions. But that's the intentions that could be happening without even realizing it too. Let's put that on the table. Maybe it wasn't designed to do that, but that's what it could happen. So as influencers or people that we're going to speak out, we have to be careful of the things we say because they can change or miscue or damage. And the last thing we want to damage is our community, damage people's way of thinking. So just think about that, right? To me, what was the point of, none of us are against it, but what's the point of pushing it, getting it on Charlie's mind and his voice on TV, only to back at him again? I say back at him in the corner because it forces him to say no. What good did that do? And really just one person is going to come out in our community that hasn't been here this entire freaking time. And I'm saying hasn't been in our Twitter community, speaking with us, becoming an ape with us, building it from day one, is going to magically get Adam to do something? This is the CEO of our company. That's his job, is to grow the company, to make it profitable so that our investment in it grows. Yeah, think about that. So I know some of you are already frustrated with him. Some of you have been frustrated with him. Some of you are just flat out frustrated because you're tired of waiting. And that's my problem with the entire process. And then to treat people the way that it happened, to block the ones that would speak their mind. Look at what it's caused. Look at the, I'm not going to use the word. Look at the damages. Look at the frustrations and the anger and all the crap now that's happened. Look at the divide. Let's introduce something that'll divide you. Because let's get you thinking that these folks over here that are fighting against it don't believe in it. That's a stupid narrative. We all believed in it, and we hope it happens. We hope that it gets to the point that Adam can get there. We are loving the fact that he's already in NFTs and he's already in crypto, and he said months ago how they're getting into that space. Yes, we all know it's the future. Hello? Majority of the apes are already investing in crypto of one form or another, or plan on it. I know I plan on going in it, but I promised, and I believe in my heart, I'm all in AMC. But I'm going to get back into crypto, and I'm going to put a lot into crypto. We know that. So, I don't know if you made it through 12 minutes of my yatter and my chat, but I'm just saying, think about that narrative, and could that be, or even just the repercussions of it. Like, what's the point? Great idea. Send it to him. Send it to the right people that can make it happen and see what happens. Don't try to build up the community. Don't try to convince the community week after week after call. You're just looking for the sheep and the followers just to follow in track. What good's that going to do? Make us look like we turn against CEO Adams, so now Charlie and the MSM can go talk crap? Oh, the apes don't believe in their silverback anymore. Think about that. What's that going to do? All the people that have been sitting on the sidelines and still sit on the sidelines are going to be like, these people are turning. Come on, guys. That's all I can say. Be willing to listen to all sides of it. Be willing to listen to those and us that you think are drama makers. Because I hate that word. We're not drama. Drama only implies if it's family or friends. At this point, it's not. Okay? It's not. This is outsiders affecting our community. And that, I made this video so that when people argue with me, I can direct them to it. It's up to them if they want to listen to it. And again, my opinion, from what I've seen, can't prove it. But if you look deep enough, connect the dots, that's the side effect. It's something that can happen, whether somebody intended for it to happen or not. It still can happen, and I believe it has, because I've gotten the DMs. I have seen the tweets. I have seen the frustration in people. And that lingering crap still in my lungs. Anyway, stay strong, stay convicted. We're going to have hopefully have a space call come up soon where we can really express and get some people in there and really express about infiltration and what that looks like, and hopefully help you guys as well. Thank you so much. Hopefully these help. If you don't like it, that's fine. If you like it, share it. God, I'm not going to be that guy who hit the like button crap. No, you do what you got to do. I'm just here to try to help and educate because I'm in this and I want to see you succeed, because if you succeed and we succeeded, I'm obviously going to succeed with you. My Marine out.